We left off in 225. Right? We spoke about if you have the hadas and you have berries on the hadas. We say if the berries are green, it's valid. Why? Because it's the same, it's uniformly the same color. But if the red berries or black berries, so then it's not valid. If you have more berries than leaves, but if you pick them, which on Yom Tif, which he shouldn't have, or he eats them one after another, it's kosher. Then the Ramos says, which we miyom harishon ve'elech kosher b'chol inyan. But after the first day, even if you have more red berries, you could be yotz with such a hadas. Hidur. No. No. If he ate them la'achilo, that's what we discussed yesterday. We discussed yesterday the psik ratio. Here we're saying even if it's deliberate. Of a velikton. First he says, even if he deliberately takes it off, it's kosher. Not for the sake of eating. That's the first halacha. Not one of, no, this is it. Of a velikton, or he picked them off, he ate one after another, he ate them. He ate the berries. As a result of eating the berries, now you have less berries than leaves. It's kosher. Okay? Good question. Should have had it inverted. Either way, I mean, factually, it's a psik ratio. Okay, we're holding in the middle of this yesterday. We're holding Zion. V'miaton. When did he pick the berries? Hainum erev Yom Tif. Erev Yom Tif. Umutal l'maydosa l'chatchilo k'dei she'olov merub me'anovav. Yeah, you permit it. Why not? I mean, the concept of makkah b'patish has no relevance. Afilu maton boser agad halulav. Now, this is interesting. We rule halacha, lulav ain't tzarech agad. Right? If the only way a lulav would be valid is only if it's if they're bound together. Unless you put a species in there, that's not, it's in its state, it's not valid. And you validate it in the band. It's tasal minosui. Right? It came about, because the Torah says you must bind them together. So since we rule halacha, lulav ain't tzorach agad, that each species is separate unto itself. There's no mitzvah, there's no chiyuv. The profile of lulav is not, they don't have to be bound together. That we bind them is why? That's hiddur mitzvah, Mor says. You should bind them. But why is that? So therefore he says, even if you pick the berry when it was already in the band, it's valid. O sheliktum echad lachilo, ayin taz v'agrov, Shiskiu shetzorch lom o shelikton acher lachilo. Hear this. The person, not achar, echad, a third person had no interest in it. He happened to eat it. He picked the berries off the hadas. He just came over Avram din dafki ish acher shlut lachilo ve'inu miskaben lachshiro muter. He never intended avagav the psik ratio. The melo muksher, harelo nicholei, bersho, he has no interest because it's not for him. He was interested in the berries. V'came sof yeh toeles bezelo demache she yochel lotzis ben al yidei mitzvah no machmirina without machmir. It's a psikration lo nicholei. Masha enki bos isha, but if he himself, so now the case is the order is good. The first case is speaking about of veliktam means before Yom Tif. First case is before Yom Tif. Second case is on Yom Tif. And who picked it? A third party. Not himself. Okay, so now it reads well. Even if his intent is to eat it, not to validate it, the psik ratio, he's not permitted to do it. Unless he has other hadasim. Let's see his others, and then against it. It's lo nichole. Because that was my difficulty yesterday. It's a drabana. Psik ratio nichin drabana will make him. But over here, this is Nicholai. Even though his intent is the berries, but simultaneously he also wants the hadas. Factually, he's validating and he needs the hadas. So the end result is something which is beneficial to him. It's positive. If he has one hadas, just one set, and he does it himself, he cannot use it. right? No, I'm not sure if we penalize, it would be a different problem. Not even penalizing. Okay, there's a separate problem. We'll discuss this in a minute. He says, the Ramos says, but after the first day, even if you don't pick the berries whatsoever, and you have more berries than leaves, it's kosher. The time the shvile the chola psulin afiloshe psulin mishum hodor, because the Ramos says even though that what invalidates because it's hodor, gamki psulin rak miyom risho. It's only the first day. Ulefizeh because it's all drabanan. Beyond the first day, the chiyuv to take lulav is drabanan. Lidan de baskin lekamon. He says ufizeh lidan de baskin lekamon simret tofresh from test the psulin machmas hodor. Psul kol shiva. We ruled that if it's the psul, it's was a hodor, it's possible all 7 days. Gam b'zeh psula kol shiva. So unless the berries are picked, we have less berries than leaves. It's not valid. Not like what the Ramo is saying over here, because the Ramo is going here according to the position. The second day onward, you could use it, right? Right. Not penalized, no. Hodor, we're talking about hodor. You have more red berries. He didn't pick them. He didn't pick anything. First day, if you have more red berries than leaves. No, we're not talking about picking. No, definitely. 100% mutter. 100% mutter. 100%. Yeah. Over here, there's an interesting shartzi in Dalit. So the way we learn now, if you have more red berries than than leaves, why is it puzzle? Because it's lacking hodor. But you see, he cites Rashi in Dalit. Rashi daf Yud Aleph mina Yerushalmi mashma. Shalmi seems to be l'chayri de masknos dikra atam de shchoros o adumos kvar nigmar perion, because it's considered a fruit. V'ator omer l'kachtem anaf v'lo pri. We're talking he's eating them. It is a fruit. The Torah says you should take anafet tzovos, take the branch. But let's say you have more berries than leaves. What are you actually taking? You're taking fruit. You're not taking anaf. What? No, we're talking red or black. That means it's ripe. Wait. You read. Yeah, that's why you have to. You're looking in. Okay, look in. Dalit. Mashenke birokos, but if they would be green, right? See? Adaylo nigmar pri. It's not considered the fruit. There's no fruit there yet. The darker mitchilios yorok v'akach misyabshin aseshocher. First they're green. Vim derech hadas legado peros yorokin. What about if they're das? Even after they're ripened, they're green. So then, according to Yerushalmi, it'd be puzzle, right? It doesn't make a difference. If it's hodor, so then if it's green, even if it's called a fruit, it's not a problem. But if, according to the Yerushalmi, they're deciding because you're taking fruits, not a branch, then even if it's green, but if they're edible in the green state, it's like eating a green plum. They have green plums, right? Fize poslat birokin, ochem bebavli. He says, however, the Bavli argues with Yerushalmi. The masu mishum the Yerukas mino dadasu. When they're green, since it's uniformly the same color as the hadas. Mashma the tofes tam kamoshami Yerushalmi mitchilo. Mishum deim is leitzo. It's because it's a harder issue. So loma shator amrul kachtem alef eitzov minon chikach tov shu doma leitz shu mina. It has to be the same species. Lafugi shu loker biyodo dov sheina doma leitzo. Alkein birukin. Laolam b'kosher lefichoch sosa b'shulchan aruch lo chilek. Ubechinum tofes hayifeinam al prim pnei Moshe. V'inal divrushami yesh lo tam chodesh al mashe posa al hamishna hanova of merubas miolov. Vefsh for Rashi, who came to Babel, Hiske Klal Tam L'Hapsul. He says the Babel doesn't say explicitly the reason is because of Hodor. It doesn't say it. That's just the way they understand it. Mistama Tam L'Af Hodor, I'm Ognav Rob, Sof Sif Cotton Dalid, Shekosev, Dal Kork Mishum Hodor. Dim Lokim Esatam Yipost. Ognav says, why else should it be puzzle? Why we differentiate between green and red or black? Evidently, the Ognav must be because Hodor. He says, evidently, Mogravam overlooked, didn't see the Yerushalmi. right? Yerushalmi says it's a whole different kind. It has nothing to do with hodor. Are you taking a branch or are you taking fruit? Nishmit ishtamet leher Yerushalmi. Evidently, he overlooked the Yerushalmi. Akach motzos primagorim she'er min Yerushalmi v'tzorchin. Okay. No, it comes out a tremendous. It comes out a very interesting difference. According to the Ramah, that it's hodor. He says hodor is only the first day, not the other days. But if the issue is, look, you take the branch and not the fruit, so if that's the reason, it has nothing to do with the first day, the second day, right? Even it's rabbinical, but what do you take? You have to have the species. You're not taking anafetes, right? So I'm saying, if it's hodor, then maybe you can differentiate between the first day and the other days. But if the issue is you're taking fruit, you're not taking the branch, then there's no reason to differentiate. So it's clear from the Ramah, no, you take some, it's not a problem, because if the majority are leaves, then that's called you're taking the fruit. You go after the majority, that's called taking the branch. But if you have more berries than leaves, that's called taking the fruit. You're not taking the branch. So I'm saying it's clear from the Ramah that he makes a differentiation. The first and the last days, that the Ramah is following the understanding that it's hodor. It's a hodor issue, right? So when are we makbid on hodor? That's when it's a doraisa. But the subsequent days, which are only drabanan, it's not a problem, right? Because we're not makbid on hodor on the subsequent days. So good. If you take a look, Tosas, at the beginning of lulav hagozel, all the meaning are linked to the esrog. The esrog is a gilui. Is a gilui on the others. The esrog, its essence is hodor. It's called pre-eitz hadar. Okay? Lulav is not called hador. The lulav is learned from the esrog.
If it's under hadar, then it would be okay having green fruit?
No, green is never a problem, because it is always hodor, even the first day.
So green is still, even fruit?
Even fruit, according...
Still consider hadar.
Right, that's hodor. So it's not because take the branch, don't take fruit. That's not the reason. It's a question of what it looks like. Does it look speckled or spotted? Does it look because uniformly the color is the same? It's not a problem. The Bavli doesn't say. Doesn't say.
So in this case, you have two different bases, right?
There's no machlos Bavli Yerushalmi yet. That's so that's achronim. That's achronim. That's achronim. That's the Mogen Avram. That's the Taz. It's not. There's not. It's a good so. Bavli Yerushalmi rule like Bavli.
Right, but here
we don't have machlos Bavli Yerushalmi. So you follow the Yerushalmi. So there would be. See, there'd be a basis not to differentiate between the first day and the other days. Okay, let's do a little further. Anaf eitz ovos omer b'Torah. When the Torah says one of the species of lulav is anaf eitz ovos, who hadas? It's referring to the hadas. She'olav chofin al eitzo. Right, it's like a braid. The leaves are covering the stem. Kagon shlosha olin o yoseh b'givul echod. That means each level you have minimally 3 leaves, 3 or more. Remember we discussed at the beginning. You had 7 leaves. Okay, so you have minimally 3 at each level. This called it has to be mishulosh. It's not simple. Very often you look, they don't come out of the exact same location. They have to come out the same location on the stem itself. The 3 leaves from the same. They're on the same level. They're on the same level. Now they're different sides of the stem, but they're all at the exact same location, the same level on the stem. Very often, if it's off, and you can see very clearly whether they're on the same level or not. Okay. Let's say 2 leaves are equal on the same level. In the 3rd leaf, lamalim is slightly above. That's not called braided. That's not called braided. Avol nikra hadashota, meaning it's not the real thing. It's like an abnormal hadas. That's not the genuine hadas. Hadas shota. So he explains the Mishna Berura Succos shota. What's a shota? Doesn't behave normally. Meaning it's not an exact pattern. It's off. Yeah. Okay.